Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I will do a video inspired by one of you because you asked about my watercolor travel setup, and I want to share everything I use with my new watercolor reborn passion, because I decided to try and love watercolors as they should be loved, and I'm bad at it, but I'm having so much fun. So this is everything I use, and we will go one by one. I will start with brushes. So first, I have a Micron 0.1, very thin. I do it as a line work. I will show you how and where. And I just do add a little bit of definition and details with this. This is a very useful thing. This is a tiny spray bottle which you water your paints with to get them ready to be used. And it was super cheap in my local art supply shop, and I'm so happy I got it because it makes everything easier. These three water brushes, I use water brushes. To be honest, I wanted to check how I paint watercolors without water brushes, with a regular brush, but I haven't tried that yet. I'm using water brushes because it's much easier, and I can paint wherever I can. I can just sit in the middle of the cafe and suddenly take out everything and start painting. I love it so much, but I would like to just experiment with water amounts. I think it will be a very interesting adventure. So these three are from Pentel. The three available sizes, I don't know if there's a bigger one. This one's the biggest, M, the S, XS, XS. Like, this is the thickest, this is the thinnest. I have three of them. I think there is one thicker, but I'm not sure. They are so old. Like, they have, oh my god, so many years. I can't even tell you. So I'm not really oriented about the prices and availability of them. These are Pentel. I think they are the best. I tried many other brands, but they were leaking. They were not distributing water. They were, the hair was like damaged very quickly. Like, I've tried so many brands. I got Pentels, and I have two more. This one is a little bit bigger, I mean longer, because it's super thin. And this one, I have no idea of the brand. I got it as an experiment and I really liked it, so I have it with me, but I cannot tell you the brand for the fuck's sake. I just can't. But it's super thin and it's very good, and it doesn't leak too much water. And the last but not least, the most advanced brush is from Derwent, and it has these tiny buttons to distribute water, so that's super fancy. And this is my biggest brush. I use it for backgrounds and grass and skies and other big surfaces I need to paint. You distribute water with these buttons here, and I really love it. It was the most expensive of all of them. It wasn't shocking, but it was the most expensive of all of them. But I don't regret it. I really like the amount of water it distributes with one push. So it's really nice. It's a really nice brush. Next will be my sketchbook. Wherever I go, somewhere outside, I don't take my traveler's notebook because it's not very convenient to take a regular size one. I decided 2 years ago maybe to start Moleskine watercolor edition sketchbook. I have it here. I use the regular sized one, the A5 size one, It's my second one because this is my favorite sketchbook ever. I don't feel discouraged to use it because it's not very fancy, but it's fancy enough to be very, very durable. And my friend Martina inspired me to get a smaller one because I was walking with the bigger one everywhere, and she was like, so I purchased that. So I purchased that the day she was visiting me, to be honest. And I put a sticker here. Even though I'm super surprised that there's no more stickers, I need to do something with it. So this is Moleskine watercolor art watercolor edition. I love the paper. It has a gentle structure, but nothing shocking. But it's super durable for every media I use. Even if there are some paint markers, Posca pens, like gouache, like acrylic. It's so durable. I love this one so much. So we will do a quick flip through. You know me, I'm not talented. I just paint because I like it, and it was started in August 2022. So you can see how long it took me. I have my palette is more advanced by now, but these are basically my colors of my palette. I will show you. I have a mug. I don't know where I have this mug because this is my mug, my personal mug. Where is it? I need to look for it. These ones I painted when Martina was visiting me. She's always inspiring me to do so because her paintings are live. I'm a psycho fan of her work, and her work is everywhere in my house. So I was painting that with her when we were in Project Nano. These are flowers from Project Nano's tables. And this is like an abstract with Posca pens, and they still look very good on this paper. And this one is a table in Project Nano. I used acrylic. I think I used acrylic for it. Yeah, this is a cooperation piece. It was sketched by Martina and colored by me. So yeah, we do this. We do stuff like this. I have guest entries in her sketchbook or notebook. She has guest entries in my notebooks. We do it, and this is our little tradition. So yeah, this here is the moment I decided to print my sketches, because on your iPad you can do infinite work on your sketch and make it perfect. So I prepare some sketches, I print them, and I transfer them with transfer paper, and then I have like a pencil sketch already, and I can just color it with watercolor, and I so enjoy it so much. So we have flowers here, a tiny little coffee house. This one I painted yesterday when I was with my friend Gniewojka in a cafe, of course. I hand mixed this color as she inspired me to. So it's really nice thing to remember. This is the first building I've ever painted. It doesn't count. It's like a fake. It's a cartoon house. It's not a real house. Like this one was a real building what I was looking at when I was sitting in a cafe a couple of weeks ago, maybe a month ago. I was sitting there and it was just next to me, and I decided to paint it and then add some details with the micron. The only thing I like from it is the lantern. I think the lantern turned out great, and the rest is questionable. but I had so much fun, and this is the most important thing for me. I tried to paint the hydrangea from my mom's garden, but it lacks deep depth. It lacks depth. What am I even talking about? It lacks depth, and the shape is not correct. I'm not sure. It looked much better without the outline work, so I should have left it alone. This is a base for a painting of daisies I plan to do. And here are my two recent works. This one I made here at home. This is watercolor. These are stamps. I wanted to add some detail. And this is a lamp I painted yesterday at a cafe when I was with my friend. We were sitting there and everything was pretty complicated to paint because there were typewriters and very detailed windows, and everything was so detailed, and I was like, I can't paint it. Like, I can't paint it. And she was like, paint a lamp. And I was like, this lamp looks easy enough. So I painted a lamp. And I like the amount of details I added with the pen. It's not overwhelming for me. It's crooked, okay, but I tried. I tried. And this is the last painting here. It has a couple of them. It has a couple of them. So if you are looking for a good watercolor sketchbook, guys, this. And last but not least, my watercolor palette. This watercolor palette is by Art Philosophy. I've bought it pre-made years and years ago, but I didn't really like the quality of the paint, so I threw everything out and collected my own palette. Let me show you how it's done. So yeah, I threw out everything except this pretty pale pink. I threw out everything, and I started to collect my own paints. So this red, this lavender violet, and this blue are from Talents. I love Talents's paints because they are so pigmented that it only needs just a tiny little bit, the tiniest little bit. To be honest, it got squished. It got squished in my bag, or it got squished in my toolbox, and I would really love to have a new one because I'm very afraid it's going to fall off because it's falling out here and here. Oh my freaking god, it's going to die soon. I need to buy a new palette, but I have a sentiment for it. It's so old and so cool and so artistic, like perfect. So this one are from Talents. This one is the original one that was here. I can't really remember the company that much. This one is a painting with cooperation with my friend Victor. Hi Victor. He was cooperating with the watercolor girl, and she made they made a couple of colors together, and this is one of them. I got it, of course. And this one is by Talents. I put it myself in the pan because I had it in a tube. This is a beautiful teal color. This is the one. Yeah, this is a beautiful, no, this is the beautiful teal color, and this one is one of the green I have 4 greens because I use greens a lot. This one is almost yellow, but it's beautiful for very mature, like old, nearly dying grass. It's super cool. And the rest of these small paints are from Renaissance. This is, I think, a Polish brand, but don't quote me on that. I don't know. These two are from Amazing. I can't tell you. But these are full pans and these are half pans. I have these two here, and they fit, but they take a lot of space. I have a tip for all of you who start your adventure with watercolor. If you have a palette like this, when it's brand new, it may look impossible to mix paint on it. Like the surface will be hydrophobic, even I can call it like this, and it's super annoying because you cannot work with paints in such conditions. But take like a teeth milk, cleaning milk, and wash it with it, just swipe it with it, and it will work great forever and ever, because I think it will take the hydrophobic layer of it. So I was looking for this tip a lot because I was so pissed off that I cannot mix paint properly. So now I can. So highly recommend the solution. Okay guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and see you in another one really soon. Bye!